away. That's what entrepreneurship is all about. That's what, going out on your own is all about. And if the alternative or the solution to your problem isn't actually the solution to your problem, because sometimes that's the case too, then find what the actual solution is and take action. Welcome to the Pursuit of Awesomeness. I'm Dane Kuhlman. Hey guys, thanks for joining us on episode 9 of the Pursuit of Awesomeness. We are officially one episode away from double digits, and so I'm very excited about that. Our episode 10 is going to be an exciting episode. We got an awesome guest that will be joining us. We'll kind of keep it a surprise for right now, but I promise you it will be very, very fun and entertaining. So thanks for listening. Today, I want to talk about something that is, to me, one of the most important things that we could talk about when it comes to pursuing awesomeness or pursuing your dream. And that is getting out of bad situations. The situation that you could be in could be school related, could be work related, job related, career related, relationship related. It doesn't really matter. These, like many things, it's a universal principle, if you will, to getting out of a circumstance that you don't want to be in. When we are in a circumstance that we do not want to be in, and I can speak to this from many, many conversations of testimony and many, many conversations of my own personal experience. But when we are in a situation that is not fulfilling our soul, our purpose, and really just who we are as a person, we are not as positive as we normally are. We are negative. I can say that when I was in a situation that I did not want to be in, oh, how I lusted about being in a different position, which made my outward feelings towards my situation so negative, which also means that the emotions that I was projecting into the world were not ones that were bringing joy to people. We're not ones that were bringing positivity to the people. Generally, they were emotions and feelings that were very negative, pessimistic. And so if you're in one of those situations, if you're in a situation that is putting you in a place where you want to change your circumstance, number one, the first thing that I will tell you is you have to stay optimistic. Positive thinking, reinforcement, even in the face of adversity, is so outlandishly important. I can't even put a definition or a percent to it. It is of utmost importance. There's studies of people that survive the Holocaust. You talk about the worst, most adverse situations that you could be in, and by and large, the people with the highest survival rate were those that kept a positive attitude. So there is so much to be said. I wish I could cite that study. I'm going to look up that study and share that later on the podcast. But so much to be said about being positive in the face of adversity and in the face of being where you don't necessarily want to be. So even if that's, let's say, your relationship, you need to work on a relationship, having a positive outlook and attitude towards that relationship is critical to fixing that relationship. Having a positive outlook, even if it is forced, and I don't believe in fake it till you make it for the most part, but you need to force the positive into your situation. If you're in a work situation, a job situation, and it is not what you want to be doing, dwelling on it and being negative about it and pessimistic about it will not get you any closer to your goals. So positivity, optimism, so absolutely critical as the first step when you recognize that you're in a situation that you don't want to be in. But optimism, positivity, all of that is not the be-all end-all. It will not magically make things happen. It will not change your circumstance. The only thing that will absolutely change your circumstance is taking action. Taking action and making a physical response to the situation that you are in. So whether that be changing your situation, whether that be changing your behaviors, Many times, if we look at what our true complaints are with our situation, it is very much within our control, even though we don't feel like it's within our control. Case in point, we have a boss that we just can't stand. A lot of times that can't stand or that attitude is very much within our control, how we take and accept the way that that boss is. Or if it's a situation where we're not doing something that is giving us passion, and so maybe, just maybe, we're being overly sensitive, and trust me, people, I've been there, to our boss's attitude, to the way that our company is running things. We're like, man, if I could just do it on my own, then take action. Make a business plan. Make steps towards doing what you want to do. There is literally nothing stopping you except yourself, or the excuses in which you are telling yourself, well, I can't afford to do that. Well, find a way. That's what entrepreneurship is all about. That's what, going out on your own is all about. And if the alternative or the solution to your problem isn't actually the solution to your problem, because sometimes that's the case too, then find what the actual solution is and take action. Sometimes I have a client who didn't feel like they had time to achieve the things that they wanted to achieve throughout a day. So these other problems with their finances and their budgets were coming to the surface. Well, if I could only do it this way, that would make all the difference in the world, because I don't have this time to complete that. And so they're going on and on about what needed to be accomplished and what the problem actually was, when in all actuality, it was just changing and delegating some key tasks, hiring out some key tasks to free up time to do what you really want to do. So sometimes the problem masks itself, or the solution masks itself in another problem or another solution. So either way, the title of this particular Pursuit of Awesomeness podcast is Take Action. Take that first step. Anything great worth doing, anything great that is pursuing awesomeness will take action, will take a step in that direction. Well, Dane, what if I don't know what that is? I promise you, 90%, maybe more, maybe 99.9%, maybe I can honestly say 100% of people that take the first step don't know what that next step will look like. We think that even the most calculated of business people or calculated of entrepreneurs ultimately know what it's all going to look like. That is not what it is about. It is not about planning every step, in the snow and then following your footprints exactly how you plan them out. It is about taking that step forward and then adjusting your step to the next direction and moving forward. But the key takeaway is taking action. The key takeaway is moving forward. So to recap, if you are in a situation, which I know so many people are, because my conversations relate so much to people that are in a circumstance that they don't want to be in. I was recently that person that was not in a circumstance that I wanted to be in, that I was not in a circumstance that was fulfilling to me or fulfilling my purpose on this earth. Like, let's be real. Like, you have one life to live. Why do something that is not enjoyable? So if you are in that circumstance, then I urge you to, one, for the moment, be positive. I urge you to find the silver lining. I urge you to be able to take on that adversity with a smile on your face. And then I urge you to make a plan and take a step forward. I didn't know where my business would take me. I knew what I wanted to do, and I had a plan, and I knew what the next 6 months could look like. But those 6 months and this last 6 months only became possible because I took that first step and then that second step. And now I'm taking steps, and my momentum is not carrying me in any particular direction except forward. And forward is the direction that you need to go. Forward with a smile on your face, doing what you were put on this earth to do. Guys, thank you very much for listening. This is the Pursuit of Awesomeness podcast, the last single-digit podcast you will ever hear. So that is pretty awesome. We will be seeing you all soon. Please, if you liked it, share it. Actually like it, love it, give us a little heart and help us spread the word. If you don't like it, if you're like, what is Dane talking about? He's just rambling for the last 9 minutes and 42 seconds. then please send us that feedback as well. This podcast is it's to help those that are wanting to pursue their dreams and wanting to take steps forward. And so it is all about inspiring people to take those steps, inspiring people to take action, inspiring people to take control over their situation. So thank you very much. Until next time.